If you're looking for an option for some odd-sized drawer pull hardware, I have a solution for you. This is a drawer for a vanity that my wife is refinishing and painting, and it came with this these little bitty tiny drawer pulls. We wanted to have something more substantial, and the ones that were on here were pretty brittle and they were breaking as we were taking them off. But this is a really odd sized hole placement. This is only 2 inches, and we had a really hard time finding something that was going to be a drawer pull that was going to be 2 inches wide. So we found these adjustable drawer pulls. They come in a set of 10, and I'll leave a link below. On the inside, we get some instructions, and each of them is nicely wrapped individually. So this is what the drawer pull looks like. And then the way they're attached to the drawers is with these little screws. And the screw goes through the drawer, and the screw head attaches to the back side of this pull, and you can adjust it to whatever the width of your holes is. So if you have holes that are really wide, like 4 inches, you can put the screw further apart, and if you have holes that are close together, like in our case that are only 2 inches apart, we put the screws closer together. So I'll show you how to install them. All right, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use my existing holes, but these holes do not go all the way through. There was the original screw that was here only went in about 1/4 inch. So I'm going to use my drill and drill bit. I have a 5/32 inch drill bit, and I'm going to drill all the way through. This drill bit is about the size of the screws. Since my hole is mushroomed out just a little bit, I'm going to kind of clean that up with my knife here. Trying not to scratch the new paint job. And then we have the same thing on the inside there. This is kind of some kind of a particle board, so it's not super durable. It's not solid wood. If it was, it would have been a cleaner hole. So just kind of clean that up a little bit, get rid of that. Okay, now I'm going to take one of these screws, and these screws are made so that they're adjustable in size. They have these little notches here which are supposed to be easier to break away, because we don't need the entire length of that screw to go all the way through that drawer front. We're going to have a lot of excess. So I'm just going to clean up that hole a little bit with the screw. I'm going to tap the screw through. Again, because mine is particle board, I just want to clean that up. Oh, I'm sorry, it's probably some kind of MDF. Do the other one. Each of these drawer pulls comes with 2 screws, 2 washers, and 2 of these locking nuts. But in my case, I found that with these little indentions here and the depth of my drawer, I wasn't getting a really good bite on the screw with the locking nut, so I needed to keep the washers off. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to push through 2 of these screws through these holes that I just created, and get my drawer pull. I'm going to feed that on. Both of those screws, and then line it up so that it's even on both sides. I have a little square here that's set to the depth that I need. That looks about right. And I'm just going to hold it in place and attach those nuts to the back side. Okay, with the nuts kind of snugged up to the back side, I just want to make sure again that my drawer pull is even. So I'm going to look at the side to side again, and it looks like it moved on me just a little bit, so I'm going to put it back to center, and then also make sure that it's horizontal up and down. And that looks pretty good. So I'm just going to tighten these up a little bit more with my fingers. And then the kit comes with this little wing nut that has it acts as a wrench for these little screws, but unfortunately for me, the space in there is too small. I can't get that little wing nut in there to tighten these down. So I do have a wrench that's the same size. It's a 7mm, and I'm just going to tighten those down. And then with both of those nuts tightened down, you can see that there's a lot of screw left over. And so those instructions indicate to take some cutting pliers, like I have here, and I'm just going to stick those in as closely as I can, and then chop those off. Oh, it's a little hard. Oh. There we go, there's one. Oh, there we go. There's the other one. All right, so then these little nubs that are left over here might be a little sharp, so we can grab like a file or something just to kind of smooth those out. But that's all there is to it. That's a nice solution to a drawer pull that looks great in this case. It's very flexible in whatever size that those holes might be, and hopefully this helps you out. Thanks for watching.